let's cut to the chase. You know what Still a Brain Rot is. You know what Still the Brain Rot is. I didn't know what this stuff was. My kids started playing this. I was like, what the hell is this? What is going on in my house? I'm not going to allow this tomfoolery, okay? So I started playing the game. I had to test it out, alright? And guess what? I liked it. But that's neither here nor there. It has completely taken over my house. And let me tell you, when your kid starts talking about some stuff that you want to know about, you get interested. And you're like, hey, my kid's interested in this, so let me do some research. Or at least that's my thought process. Because I thought the guy, we play Still the Brain Rot on Fortnite. I thought the guy that created that one ripped it off of the guy that created Still a Brain Rot on Roblox. And we don't allow him to play Roblox. So, yeah. Anyways, I was like, you know, he loves this game. And every time the admin, like, helps him or anything, and he's like, oh, thank you, admin, thank you. And it's kind of crazy, but I ain't gonna lie, I played it, I had to test it out, and I'm sad to admit that some of my secrets got stolen, because my 3-year-old, he loves it too. He sees his big brother playing it all the time, and he wants to play, and he hopped on mine and went public. I normally play private, so nobody takes my stuff. But, you know, I had to play public. Here, he went on and played public and got some of my stuff taken away, and I was upset. And I get it. But the concept of the game is great. These memes that are based on Italian brain rot memes, whatever, I don't know, look it up. It's an internet phenomenon, I guess. But anyways, they come out of a wall, and you can purchase them, and you got to get better and better ones. And you have a base that you can rebirth and upgrade it for more spots, so you could hold more brain rots. And yeah, you just got to keep. It's a never-ending building. So the concept is great, and I'm glad I didn't come out here and make a video saying how this guy ripped off the dude, because the guy from that licensed Still a Brain Rot to make Still the Brain Rot, like, he got permission. Now, the guy who created Still a Brain Rot didn't get permission to use Toon Toon Sahur. Now that got my interest. So I did some research. I wrote some stuff down. I'm gonna try to, like, spill it out for you. We even drew some pictures. Stick around and see if this works. The guy that owns Still a Brain Rot, his name is Sammy, Spider Sammy, they call him, I guess. Yeah, he created Still a Brain Rot. And then this guy named Farron's made Still the Brain Rot. And now there's something called Plants vs. Zombies. No, that's not it. Plants vs. Brain Rot. And we'll get into that. Forgot to mention, you could also purchase items to protect your brain rots. Like, you could slap people away, and you could put them in traps, and you can go invisible, and you could make a decoy version of yourself. So May 16th, 2025, the Roblox game Still a Brain Rot was created by Sammy, Spider Sammy, and then July 5th, 2025, the Still a Brain Rot on Fortnite was created. And I just thought you guys might want to know that. But also, I try to look up whether or not, I gotta read this. I try to look up when it was made, and Google at first, it said it's not confirmed when it was actually made, but a key item 6.7 was added in the game on September 13th in 2025. I thought that was pretty funny. Anyways, which brings me to Toon 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 Sahur. My son came to me and he said he was taken out of Still a Brain Rot. And I said, he's still in Still the Brain Rot. And I was like, that's not fair. And I had, like I said, I was going to assume I assumed the guy ripped them off without doing my research. I'm glad I did some research. Do your research. But or you're going to look like a fool. Don't assume. Anyways, Toon 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 Sahur meme is based on two origins. One's an Indonesian tradition of drumming to wake people up for a pre-dawn meal. Drumming until people wake up. That would be a rude awakening, alright? Drumming. It says right here, I wrote it down. It says drumming. It says drumming. A real Indonesian tradition, drumming to wake people up for a pre-dawn meal. And a fictional Italian brain rot character. That's the second one. Alright, that one's a little more creepy. Creepy AI generation. A creepy AI generated monster that comes and beats you if you don't answer to the call of Sahur when it's time to get up and eat. You better wake up. Yeah. Again, it says it right there. 3 times. Wait. For who don't answer the call 3 times. Yeah. You better answer 3 times. I mean, how creepy is this stuff? I mean, this is supposed to be for kids. The phrase is a real phrase, part of an Indonesian tradition in the month of Ramadan. So that's pretty interesting. Again, it's written down. The meme song Tun Tun Sahur was copyrighted by the TikToker known as Noxast. Character and audio in the summer of 2025. Still a Brain Rot removed the character because they didn't want to smoke with the Roblox moderation. It was trademarked and filed by Innovitex Labs LLC on behalf of the creators. Okay. The controversy surrounding the copyright stems from people thought that it was like, hey, I thought anybody could use this. I thought it was open. But the copyright kind of cleared that up. Alright, there's a third game, and then I'll get to the pictures, I promise. But I have something else I wanted to talk about after all this. Anyways, the third game is called Plants vs. Brain Rots. I don't know why I can't remember this. I'm seriously, thank you guys for bearing with me. This is the first time I'm trying to do this. But Plants vs. Brain Rots is pretty much like inspired by Plants vs. Zombies and Brain Rots. It's a tower defense system, but the main concept of the game is to buy these brain rots and plants, I guess, and same concept pretty much, just a little twist, and they come out of a cave. And so I'm not dissing any of these people, but you know, I think I'm going to stick to still the brain rot. And the reason why I wanted to talk about all this is because I thought it was a brilliant concept, for real, and I thought that my kid, he knows the names, the 3-year-old, that he knows the names of like all of them and he can say them, and I thought, I don't have the money to do this, but somebody needs to get up, and they probably are already doing this. Somebody needs to make an educational game under the same concept, but instead something like letters come out, you know, like freaking world stuff, you know, Shadow World. But yeah, where like numbers or letters come out, and you know, maybe you could spell words. You know, I'm just spitting off the top of my head here, but it, you know, it could. I'm guarantee you, people are looking at this game and the success of this game and the massive, outpouring of people that are flocking to it every day. It's a great concept, but yeah, can we get something for learning for kids? Something that is actually going to maybe help them a little more and not just based off Italian brain rot characters, AI generated monsters with creepy stories. Let's do something different. But I thought it was a brilliant idea. Again, I don't have the money, but if I put it out there, maybe somebody will do it, or maybe somebody's already working on it, or maybe there's already some games like that on Fortnite. I don't know, because I didn't look, but somebody needs to put the time and money into it and make something really good. I heard there was something like Leapfrog that was kind of like that. I don't know, but I just want to throw that out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Seriously, guys, this is my first time trying to do this stuff. It's going to be choppy, but hopefully I'll get better. My kid doesn't play this all the time. We try to balance his time. the best we can, but it's, I ain't gonna lie and say technology hasn't infiltrated our home. I mean, we can't get we can't get an ad without having talked about it 5 minutes beforehand. But anyways, everybody knows this. So we just do it the best we can, because I know technology is going to be integrated, or whatever the word is, into our system, and he's going to have to know it. So I can't keep it away from him totally, but he also has to experience nature too, and he also has to learn. So again, if somebody could turn this into a learning thing, I don't know why I'm blanking on the word, but that would be awesome. Opportunity, or learning opportunity. So with that being said, I'm going to end this. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and catch me on the next one.